Welcome back to Ferocious Education, this is Ed. Today, we're going to be talking about Naked Brand Group, known as NAKD. We did talk about this company before, but hopefully today we're bringing new pieces of information, technical analysis on what I think about this one. So without further ado, let's jump right into this one. So we did talk about Naked Brands, my last video is in the description below. And if this is the first time you ever hear about Naked or Naked Brand Group, basically they had a massive history. Naked Brand Group was actually created in 2018 and they bought or reverse merged whatever the Bendon Limited Group, which was established in 1947. In around January 2021, what happened was they exited the Bendon business, which was officially divested in April 2021 and went to fully exclusive online. So it kind of lived for almost 3 years, 2.5 years, and then they divested out of it, ended Bendon around from 1947 to 2021, and now they're trying their way into an online only exclusive set. Now, in terms of news, the last one was on July 9th. Before then, it was April 30th, and they've been quiet really ever since April. Now, the next big meeting here happening is on August 20th, 2021 at 10 a.m. Sydney time, which happens to be August 19, 2021, Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's happening on almost 2 weeks from now, less than that. And the idea of this one, this is an annual general meeting, so you might get a lot more information about their plans and their progress, especially since they've been very quiet for a while. Now, another thing as well is the Twitter account of the CEO and the chairman. So since since July actually, July 14th, he mentioned that he's going to have a few busy weeks ahead in New York. And on August 2nd, he said that there's a lot of opportunities here for Naked Brand Group in New York City, and they're in terrific position to capitalize on their business, balance sheet, and market that is ripe for strategic acquisition and consolidation. Watch this space. What does this really mean? Well, if you were to take a look into for multiple things that Naked Brand Group did, for instance here, the $100 million private placements and the $50 million direct offering before, and all the offerings they've raised, they have a lot of cash and basically no debt. And that puts them in a really good position to go ahead and buy other companies or other, for instance, e-commerce, intimate apparels, or similar businesses to be put underneath them. So that is appearing to be what they're talking about. In this next meeting, the next annual general meeting happening on technically Eastern Standard Time would be the August 19th date, we would know more about that, or at least we're anticipating to know more about that. Now, before moving on forward, if you would like to see more contents like this, make sure to go down on the bottom right of the corner, click the subscribe button, and leave your notifications on. It helps my channel more than you think. Also, don't forget to drop a like, it's not costing you any money, and if you would like to join our Discord and ask us some questions, totally free in the description below. Now, in terms of other news, we don't have much again as we talked about, but in terms of SEC filings, things have also been quiet. But we're able to take a look on that side in terms of the institutional buyers. Now, on the institutional buyers, there has been some companies that have been adding some extensive amount of shares. Hightower Advisors added 13,000, Texas Yale Capital Core around 112,000, and Morris 20,000. You get to see here that some have added and others have divested out of Naked Brand Group, here highlighted in red, in August and July. Now, in terms of the short volume, you're able to see that it's currently hovering very close to around 30, previously around up to almost 50. But in terms of this 30, you're able to get an idea relating to the short flow, even though the short flow might not be as high as the short volume currently. We don't have accurate information relating to the short interest, but from what I see, it's less than 30%. So let's move on towards technical analysis to get a bit of perspective on how this one is trading based on averages and historical movements. Now, from a technical analysis on the 1 month, 1 day perspective, we still see that the 30 EMA is above the 10 SMA, which is bearish. and we start seeing that the 200 SMA is going at a really good, or really actually bad for us, speed, at a really significant incline towards the stagnant 50 SMA. What does that mean? It means that probably sometime by the end of next week, if we don't see a really strong bullish action, we're going to get something called the Death Star. And the Death Star, what happens here is that it is a bearish indicator when the 200 SMA moving average hits the 50 SMA from the bottom. Now, that is usually a bearish indicator towards a drop, but we're going to take a look at other things as well. You can't take a look at one indicator and say, this is going to happen because of this. Again, one single piece of news that would be very, very bullish relating towards their basically acquisition or consolidation of other companies would really push this one forward, which is a ticking bomb. In terms of the ADX, we don't see much. It's sloppy. William percent ARB, which is very similar to the relative strength index, also known as RSI, is neither overbought or oversold, and the NAKD here is very much stagnant. It is on the positive side, so that's good, but it's very close to the zero level. Momentum is appearing to be somewhat as well very close to zero, indicating there's not much going on. In terms of stochastic fast and stochastic slow, both are momentum volume indicators. They're showing more of a drop down coming soon, so we gotta understand where the next support is and see how far we are from there. In terms of the moving average bands, this one is expected to trade around 59 on the top, 54 in the middle, and 50 cents in the bottom. In terms of the chart, the Fibonacci retracements shows a significant resistance around the 86 level cents. Above there, 134, 174, 213, 269, and 340. The only support on the Fibonacci retracements is around the 68 or $0.068. In terms of price line action, which I like to use better than the Fibonacci retracements, shows a very important support at the 52 cents. Below there, 48 cents, a critical one that is, and then 45 cents, and then down to the 35 cents, and then down to the 23 cents and 15 cents. Significant resistances, 58 cents, 61 cents, and then above there, around 70 cents, going above to 75 cents, going upwards to around 83 cents, and then upwards to around close to 92 cents, and then up to 102, 110, and then from there on around 133, going upwards to closer to around 142, and then 157, by that around 185, and then to 225. Now there's two issues here I do want to talk about relating to what I think. First off, compliance. It does need perhaps either a really good news that would push it up to above $1 or a reverse split. Currently, they're a company that has a lot of potential to buying other companies and consolidate by raising the price over book, because the price over book currently is around 95 cents. Their sales are lower. They have enough cash to buy companies with positive earnings to push this company ahead. And that should be the plan, and that's what I think the plan is in New York City from the chairman and the CEO. So I do anticipate that's going to happen, so you got to really be vigilant relating towards those hints in the next meeting. What do you think about this one? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Subscribe and leave notifications on, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you're still here on this video, make sure to drop down below and join our Discord. We have a lot of different things going on, including, for instance, members that gives picks for free. It's not pump and dumps, we just things we think about, swings, etc. We also have really exciting bots. You can actually use those ones. For instance, we're just testing out this bot, for instance, that gives you Fibonacci resistance points, activities, etc. And we have a bunch of free things, totally free. We run on tips here, and you can ask me questions, suggest stocks, etc. It's a really nice community that has been growing up very fast at a very good rate, and it's totally free. If you would like to join that one, feel free to do so in the description below, and have a wonderful day.